everyone, this is Jess here, your yoga guide, ready to do a little bit of movement, just a nice light stretch class, which would be really nice either at the beginning of your day or maybe towards the end of your day to wind down. So bring yourself to a comfortable seat, cross-legged. You can sit on your heels, or option 2, place a block under your hips if they are a little bit tight today. Option to close your eyes or keep a soft gaze if you're comfortable. Connecting to your space, to yourself. Noticing your breath and how it is. Is it shallow? Or is it deep? And just noticing. If it calls to you, you can place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart as you feel how your body moves with your breath. Feeling your belly rise, your chest rise on your inhale, and how they fall on your exhale. Take 2 more grounding breaths. And as we move through today's practice, can you move from a place of being content with where you are, with who you are? You are enough. Slowly blink your eyes open if they're closed. On your exhale, slowly release your right ear over your right shoulder. Roll your left shoulder away from your left ear. Option to place your right hand at the side of your head for a little different sensation. Lift your chin away from your chest and sit up nice and tall. Just let your neck be the one to move. Slowly release. And on your exhale, slowly roll your chin to your chest. And all the way over to the other side. Left ear over left shoulder. Roll that right shoulder down and back, away from that right ear. Lift chin away from chest. Always that option to place your left hand at the side of your head. As you breathe into your side of your neck. So often we get fixated on how things could be or will be enough when we do A, B, and C. This can cause a lot of suffering within us. Just know you are enough. As you are, nothing to change or fix. You are worthy. Exhale, slowly release, and chin rolls towards your chest. Keep a bend in your neck. Looking down with your straight spine. Stay here if you feel a lot of sensation at the back of your neck, or option to interlace the fingers behind your head and let them rest on the back of your skull. Add a little gravity work here. Breathe deeply into the back of your neck. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Beautiful. Inhale, roll your shoulders forward, up towards your ears. And exhale, let them roll down the back of your spine. Inhale, roll them forward and up. Exhale, down and back. Continuing your breath, making this a big movement or a little movement, whatever your body's craving today. Slowly reverse directions on your inhale, rolling the shoulders back and up towards your ears. Exhale down the front body. Inhale back and up. Exhale down your front body. Continuing on. Connecting each stage of this movement with your breath. Noticing how it feels. And accepting however you feel today. Do one more in this direction. And slowly release. Beautiful. You can stay seated on your block if you're sitting on one. Otherwise, bring the bottoms of your feet together. Inhale, find length in your spine, really root down through your sit bones and reach your crown of your head towards the sky. Exhale, interlace your fingers around your toes and slowly start to hinge forward, elbows side to side. Keep a straight back for as long as you can. And then when you can't do it anymore, slowly allow the spine to round. Release your head, your neck towards your toes. Holding here, a nice full release of the hips, the head. Allow for 2 deep, slow breaths. Inhale, slowly roll up through your spine as slow as you can go, head and neck being the last to release. Beautiful. Use your hands to bring your knees in towards each other. Kick your feet to one side, remove your block if you have it, and come on to hands and knees, tabletop. Plant your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hip points. Spread your fingers wide. Take up space like you deserve to. Inhale, cow. Drop your belly. Reach your chest forward. Tailbone lifts. Exhale, curl. Chin towards chest. Gaze towards navel. Press out of your hands and feet. Cow. Inhale. Sorry, cat. Inhale, drop your belly, reach your chest forward, cow. Exhale, cat. Beautiful. About 3 more with your breath. Pressing into your hands and your feet for your cat pose as you allow your shoulder blades to go away from one another. In your cow, allow the shoulders to come towards each other. Reach that tailbone up towards the sky. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Beautiful. Root down through both hands and your left knee as you lift your right leg off the ground, keeping a 90-degree bend in that leg. Core will turn on just a little here. And inhale, start to draw circles going forward and then back with just that right knee. Equal weight distribution between your hands. Just notice if you're shifting one way or the other. Slowly reverse directions. Option to do this on your forearms if your wrists are feeling a little tender. Beautiful. Exhale, release. Root down through that right leg this time. And inhale, reach your left foot back and up, keeping a bend in that left knee. And inhale, start to draw big circles going forward. Really getting into your hips today. My favorite thing to do. Slowly reverse directions. Press into both palms evenly. And exhale, release. Awesome work. Maybe bump those hips side to side. A little light movement that feels good right here. And press into your hands, tuck those toes. Inhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips back and up towards the sky. And allow your heels to lower towards the earth. Maybe keep a bend in those knees to find length in your spine today. Maybe it's your first one of the day and those hamstrings need to warm up a bit. Inhale, bend your right knee. Allow your left heel to lower towards the ground. Gaze between your feet. Exhale, switch, releasing your right heel towards the ground, left knee bends. Hug your low ribs in. Exhale, allow both heels to lower towards the ground. Reach your tail towards the sky. Beautiful. Inhale, bend your knees generously. Look forward between your hands and walk, walk, walk towards the front of your mat. Feet about hip distance wide, maybe a bit wider today. Forward fold. Bend your knees so the upper body is cascading over your lower body. Release your head and your neck. Option to grab opposite elbows. And to shake that head, yes or no. Beautiful. Tent your fingers on the ground and step your right foot far back and lower your right knee towards the ground. Beautiful. Find your foundation. Press into the back of your the top of the back foot, and inhale, reach your arms towards the sky. Low lunge. Feel like you're pulling that right hip forward in space and your left hip back. They might not go anywhere, but it's the feeling of really pulling your hip forward and then your other hip back. Inhale, cactus the arms, bending your arms 90 degrees. Open your chest, maybe gaze slightly up. Exhale, reach your arms back up towards the sky. Inhale, cactus, and open your chest. Exhale, reach your arms up. One last time. Inhale, cactus. Gaze slightly up, maybe a bit of a back bend. Exhale, reach your hands back up. Beautiful. Inhale, plant your hands on the inside of your left foot and shimmy your left foot over towards the left side a little bit more. Knee facing in the same direction as your toes. Lizard. Reach your right foot far back. Really reach. And just take a look maybe to see if your ankle is going one way or the other. Beautiful. Holding this for about 5 breaths. Option to grab a block to bring the ground up to you so you can keep a nice straight spine. This feels wonderful. Or if you're looking for a bit more of a sensation, you can lower down onto your forearms. Wherever you are, on your inhale, come back up to your hands. Remove your block if you have it there. And slowly shimmy that left foot more centered in your mat, but a little bit wider than your right foot is, so still about hip distance wide. Exhale, shift your hips back. Root down through your front heel and straighten out your left leg, half splits. Stack your hips over the back knee that you have. And pull your right hip forward as your left hip pulls back. Again, blocks are awesome here as well. Bringing the ground up. Focusing on a little bit more of a straighter spine here. You press firmly into your left heel. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Roll through that front foot, bending into your left knee. Plant your hands on the ground, tuck your back toes, and step back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Paddle it out here, noticing how one side might feel different than the other. Or maybe they feel the same. And just noticing and accepting it. Not trying to be critical of ourselves or judgmental of our bodies. Beautiful. Inhale, root down through your left foot as you shift forward, step your right foot forward as we head to the other side, low lunge. Feet about hip distance wide. Press into the top of your back foot. Inhale, rise up, hands towards the sky. Engage your left glute. Pull that left knee forward in space as you pull your right foot back. Beautiful. Inhale, cactus your arms, reach your chest slightly forward, create maybe a little back bend as you gaze slightly up. Exhale, reach your arms back up towards the sky. Straighten out your spine a little bit. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, reach up. One last time. Cactus on your inhale. Exhale, reach. Beautiful. Inhale, plant your hands on the inside of your right foot as you shimmy that right foot over towards the right side of your mat. Knee roughly in the same direction as your toes, and hug that right knee in towards your body. Engage your left glute. An option to come up on blocks here. Or you can lower down to your forearms. Staying here for about 5 breaths, allowing now that left hip to open up. Always make sure that we're making the pose fit our body and not our body fitting the pose. Your practice is unique to you and your shape is unique to you. So always, always listen to your body. And every day is going to be different. Wherever you are, come back up to your hands, remove your blocks. And then shift that right foot more centered again. As you shift your hips back to stack over your back knee and lift your right toes off the ground as you straighten out your front leg. And blocks can make this feel wonderful. They're great tools. If you don't have blocks, you can grab even pillows to stack them a little bit, or books. If you got some good books that are really thick. Ground down through that front heel. Really push your heel into the earth. Hug your left hip forward and your right hip back. Beautiful work, guys. It's definitely one of my favorites if we're talking about favorite poses. Full splits is not. Half splits my jam. Beautiful. Roll through your front foot, stacking your knee back over your ankle. Plant into your hands. Tuck your back toes. Inhale, downward facing dog. Paddle it out. Notice how your hips are feeling, how your back might be feeling. Beautiful. Root down through your left heel, let it lower towards the earth. Inhale, reach your right foot back and up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee, shift forward, pigeon pose. Release your right knee towards your right wrist and your right foot anywhere between your left hip and wrist. Reach your left foot back into space. Beautiful. Stay nice and upright just to start. Find length in your spine. An option for a block is to put it underneath your right hip and let it rest on that to prevent it from falling too far down. But again, listen to your body. Inhale, reach your chest slightly forward, engage your core, reach your left foot back in space, press into your right leg. Exhale, sleeping pigeon, lower down to forearms or block. And then all the way, if it's right for you, to rest your head and maybe set up with your blocks. as you fold over your right leg. Yoga is an opportunity to crawl inside yourself, to see where you're most broken, and to love and to accept yourself there. Because there's really nothing to fix. All parts of you deserve acceptance and love. You deserve acceptance and love because you are worthy. You are enough. One more big inhale. Exhale, slowly come up the way you came, pressing into your hands first, removing your blocks if you had them out. Press into both hands, tuck your toes, inhale, step back to downward facing dog. Oh, beautiful. Right away, the other side, root down to your right heel, reach your left leg back and up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knees, shift forward, left knee to left wrist. Lower your back knee towards the ground. Toes can be tucked or untucked, whatever's comfortable for you. Find and lengthen your spine first, so staying a bit more upright instead of folding right away. Really find your foundation here, that of which is touching the earth. Exhale, slowly start to hinge over your front leg, any amount. Maybe you lower down onto your forearms, and resting your head on the ground or on your forearms. Or if you have a pillow close by, because you're home, you can grab a pillow for your head. That'd be kind of nice. If your mind starts to wander as we do these longer hip opening holds, gently and with kindness, just bring it back to your breath, to this moment. Your breath always is there for you. It always has your back. If your mind wanders, as it probably will, mine does, it's not a failure. The awareness that the mind is wandering, that is considered the success. Three more breaths right here, right now. One more big inhale. Exhale, slowly press yourself back up. Hands first, and then slowly roll onto that left hip and come to a seat. In the center of your mat, legs straight out in front on the ground. Woo! Feels good. Starting with a bend in your knees. Inhale, reach your hands towards the sky. Root down through your sit bones, reach through your crown. Exhale, hinge over both legs, arms forward. Find length first, and then exhale, head to knee. As you release, allow your back to round, resting your belly on your thighs, so bend your knees as much as your body's feeling, as much as you need to today. Maybe not focusing on where you think you should be in this pose or what it should look like, but accepting and noticing where you are today. Inhale, slowly roll up through your spine, one vertebrae at a time, head and neck, last to release. Beautiful. Bend your knees, place the bottoms of your feet at the front of your mat, reach your arms forward. Exhale, slowly lower down towards the ground, reaching your arms forward, so curling the spine. Engage your core just a little bit until you all lower towards the earth. Beautiful. Bring your feet closer to your glutes. Keep a bend in those knees. Plant the bottoms of your hands on the ground. Inhale, lift your hips for bridge. Press into your shoulders, into your hands, into your feet. And feel like you're hugging something between your thighs. You could even place a block between your thighs and hug that in. Breathe into your belly. Exhale, slowly release and lower. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And we're going to do bridge one more time. Just rolling out your low back first. Beautiful, let's do it. Plant your feet on the ground, hands with palms face down. Tuck your shoulders underneath you just a little bit. Inhale, press into your feet. Press into your hands as you lift your hips off the ground. An option to clasp your fingers underneath your body and roll your shoulders under just a little bit more. Really hugging those thighs towards each other. Pressing into your feet evenly. One more big inhale. Stay for the exhale. And slowly release. Beautiful. Reach your right leg towards the sky. Shine the bottom of your foot upwards. Beautiful. Flex your foot. And slowly interlace your fingers behind your thigh or your calf, or you grab a strap and you can lace that around your foot. Just grabbing an area, pulling it slightly closer towards your body, kicking through your heel. One more big inhale. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Other side. Inhale, shine the bottom of your foot towards the sky. Straighten out your leg. Root down through your low back. So you might feel your core turn on just a little bit. And inhale, interlace your fingers behind your thigh or your calf. Kick through your heel. As you hug it slightly more towards your body on each exhale. And always easing off just a little on your inhale. Notice if your low back is lifting off the ground, and see if you can press it into the earth a little bit more. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Hug just your right knee in towards your chest and lengthen your left foot forward on the ground. Slowly start to draw circles with your right ankle, going one way. And slowly reverse directions. Beautiful. Inhale, hug your left knee in towards your chest so you have both knees in. And exhale, keep hugging just your left knee in and lengthen your right foot on the ground as you hug your left knee in towards your chest, your body. You can start drawing big circles with your left ankle. Reverse directions. Excellent. Inhale, hug both knees in one last time. Maybe peel your nose towards your knees. Give yourself a little Eskimo kiss. Exhale, release. Bottoms of your feet to the ground. Knees pointing up, feet about mat distance wide. Spread your arms to the sides or cactus your arms if you don't have a lot of space. Exhale, lower both knees towards the right as you gaze over your left shoulder. Option to place your right heel and ankle on your left thigh. Breathe into your belly. Inhale back to center. Both knees point up towards the sky. Exhale, lower the other way towards the left. Gaze over right shoulder. An option to place your left ankle on your right thigh. Feel your belly rise and fall on each breath. Notice how the ground feels to your arms that are off your mat. How your mat feels against the parts that are touching it. Inhale back to center. And exhale, release to Shavasana. Arms to the side. Maybe spread your feet wide so your toes are hanging off your mat or your heels are even off your mat entirely. Taking up space if you have the space. Because you are enough exactly as you are. Picture the best version of yourself that you can imagine. That is who you truly are. Let go of any part of you that doesn't believe it. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana if you have the time. If you're ready to go, slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rolling now your wrists and your ankles one way and the other way. Maybe making this movement larger. It moves up your legs and your arms. Roll onto your right side and gently press yourself up, keeping a soft gaze or closing your eyes to a comfortable seat. Moving throughout the rest of your day from a place of being content with who you are, with what you're doing, with your situation. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky, palms touch. Exhale, lower hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Peace. Bye.